And I'm trying to get my story out there to, at least save one person. If one person gets something out of my story, then, I feel fulfilled.
What is your location?
Even 2 years ago, I wanted to go into the medical field and become a surgeon. Well, my dad's a nurse anesthetist, so I've always been around all of that. And just the medical field is really interesting. So going to LSU in the fall to start that process. I just plan to hang out with friends and enjoy the summer before we had to start school again. I was gonna go to Florida and spend time with my dad because he lives in Tampa. So I usually spend about a month there during summer.
To be there.
According to flyers found all over social media at the time, the party featured kegs on ice and a crowd of 400 plus.
So I had just made a new friend, and she was a big partier, and she said, let me get you drunk for your first time, blah, blah, blah. There's a huge graduation party. And I was like, okay. So then the morning of, I just had a horrible, horrible feeling. I drove to the party, and we got there, and then the designated driver ended up drinking.
Driving a car past us, probably going over 100 miles per hour.
I only took about 4 shots, and then I completely blacked out.
And we need to quit really fast.
Okay, what's going on?
Can you hear that?
Yes, what's going on? Tell me exactly what's happening.
They had a wreck. They're up against the pole.
Yeah. Took them an hour and a half to get me out of the car. I was in between the back seat and the roof, so the roof was on top of me. The only thing that was keeping me alive was that I was hanging out upside down, so the blood was, going to my heart, so my heart could keep pumping. No, I don't remember any of the accident, nothing. And I didn't even know what day it was when I woke up in the hospital. They were like, Peyton, you lost your leg in the accident.
Lost control, hit an exit sign, rolled their vehicle 3 times, and slammed into a steel pole.
And I was like, okay, it could have been worse. I didn't know the extent of any of my injuries when I was in the hospital bed. I woke up and I was laying down completely flat, and I had a neck brace on, and that's all I could feel was the neck brace. That's all I knew. I didn't know about my leg for about 3 days. And then, maybe like a week or 2, it took me to know that both of my femurs broke completely in half. My left leg, the heel of my foot was found at my chin, so I was completely a pretzel. My right leg, it broke up here, but completely in half, so I was literally a pretzel. Both of my lungs collapsed twice, so that means that your lungs fill up with blood, and they have to go in there with chest tubes and drain out all of the blood. My C2 vertebrae completely shattered. They had to do a fusion from C1 to C3. And I have a traumatic brain injury. So that's as far as I can go this way. And this way is a little better. That goes a lot further, but that's it. The only visible injury is my leg. When I first stood up, it was so hard to stand up. I remember it just took a toll on me. It was so exhausting. But I knew that wasn't going to be my life forever, that I would get better at it and things would progress and my pain would decrease. And, I've recovered a lot since my accident, but I'm still in pain every day, and of course this is a constant reminder of, that one mistake of, listening to peer pressure. It just, you can push through whatever life throws at your way. So since this happened to me, I didn't want it to happen to other people. I wanted to get that message out there. So I started speaking at schools and organizations and different distracted driving events, and I bring my wisdom to other people. This does happen, this can happen to you. I have surgery tomorrow. This is surgery number 16. On my leg alone. You know, a lot of the time people ask me, do you regret going to that party? You know, are you depressed over all of this? And you kind of think about it, and I'm really not. I'm not a depressed person. I'm a very positive person, and I try to overlook this, and I really don't regret it just because it's made me such a stronger person, and I now know that I can overcome any obstacle that's thrown my way. This is such a major thing to happen to someone, and I got through it. You know, I'm still here. And I have my days where I, break down and cry, but it's not even days, it's a couple minutes, and I'm like, okay, get it together, you got this. And I do have it, I got it. My name is Peyton Grasso. In the summer of 2014, I was involved in a drunk driving crash, and it was a huge setback, but I pushed through. And my message to you is life may throw so many hardballs at you, but push through, you got it.